Hey Uniquelies, it's me Chani, aka Uniquely Shay, I should say, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I decided to do, just a little story. It means nothing. It's the time I almost got jumped.
Huh?
I almost got jumped.
In college. Me. I almost got jumped. For what? Y'all want to find out? Stay tuned.
I know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way. Nobody know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way. Nobody know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way. Nobody know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way.
So, that's my man. That's my man's texting me. I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute you. Yeah. So to start it all off, I wanted to give you a little background information. This all took place when I was a freshman in college. I went to school upstate New York, and it was honestly my first time away from home. I have Jamaican parents, and they're strict. They don't believe in sleeping out. They don't believe in sleepovers. They don't believe in like staying out after like 9 o'clock. So my mom was strict with me, and with being strict, I wasn't as social. I was like a homebody. So I brought that, that demeanor to college with me as well. My first semester of college, I didn't have a roommate, so I will push the two beds together, spread it so nicely, and just, spread out on the bed. And then I would put the dressers together and put my TV right in the middle, put my pictures on the side. Like, having my own room was amazing, because my whole life I had to share a room with either my brother or my sister. So I came back from winter break, and when I walked in the room, I ended up seeing suitcases. So I'm like, oh damn, I got a roommate now. Later that day, I end up meeting her. For YouTube's sake, let's just call her Rumi. So I introduced myself to Rumi, and Rumi introduced herself to me, and we vibed. She seemed extremely cool. So there was this one day where she went off to like I believe it's a basketball game. I don't know what it was. I don't know what she attended. It had to be, I think it was some like event that was going on in the school. I didn't attend. I stayed in. I did some homework. I text my friends. I was doing homework, catching up, keeping my grades up. When you go to college, make sure you keep your grades up. So all of a sudden, this is what happened. All I hear is boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, who's at the door? It sounds like the SWAT is at the door about to come in and the door open and body slam me, and boom. And only God knows who was at the door. And I was hesitant to open the door, and all I hear is boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? So good thing my school was smart, and they have like peepholes on the door. So I'm looking through the peephole. This is all I see. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's my roommate, and she's frantic. Like, she looked like she was about to lose her life. Like, I opened the door so fast. She came running in. She closed the door behind her, locked it, and then ran straight to her closet. And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, yo, what the hell just happened? Like, yo, like, no explanation. You just come running in, lock the door, and go to your side. I said to her, like, what's going on? She says nothing to me. And then I see her, she pulls out a phone, and then she throws it in the closet. So I'm like, okay, probably I'm just just probably I'm just overreacting like I usually do. So I get back to what I was doing. And I think at the time I was on Uvu with one of my friends, and at the time she's like, what's going on, and I just explained to her my roommate just came in frantically. I don't know why, but I don't think it's anything. 2 minutes later, boom boom boom, boom boom boom. I said, yo, what is going on tonight? Why is everybody banging on the door? So I get up to look out at the peephole, and this is all I hear my roommate say. Don't open it, don't open it, no, leave it alone, don't open it, don't open it, leave it. So I'm like, okay, like if somebody, like I'm telling you, if you seen somebody going that hard telling you not to open the door, I'm not gonna open the door. So I go back, and this time I tell my friend, like, I'm gonna call you back. I don't know what's going on, and I'm gonna figure it out. So I asked roommate one more time, like, what is going on? And she's like, it's nothing. So the person that's banging on the door says,
give me my phone. Give me my phone. I know you're in there. Give me my phone.
And I turned to her, and I'm like, what phone is he talking about? And she's like, I don't know. I guess the person was using Find My iPhone to locate their phone, and it tracked back to the dorm room I was in, and it was making noise. And I'm like, sis, you steal an iPhone and didn't even like put it on mute? You hear the phone going off, and the person outside the door is like,
I hear the phone. Just give me the phone. I hear it. Just give me the phone.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to condone somebody stealing a phone, but if you're gonna steal a phone, make sure you shut it off at the location, so that's the last location they could pinpoint it at. She's calling her friends saying that people are at the door and they're trying to fight her, they're trying to kill her or whatever. The person keep banging on the door, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what to do. After a while, the person eventually stopped, and I'm like, yo, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because honestly, I thought I was gonna die. I thought, like, honestly, I don't know, because I didn't know what was going on. I thought whatever she was into, just because I'm in the room with her, I was gonna get it too. And I wasn't with it. I was not with it at all. A couple of minutes passed by. All of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, this can't be happening again. This is the 3rd time tonight. This honestly can't be happening. And this time I was like, yo, I'm going to look out this peephole. No, like, I have to know what's going on. I look through the peephole, and it's the whole basketball team outside my door. The whole basketball team. The team that represent the school. The team that been winning games. The team that was, you know, doing... It was the basketball team outside my door. Outside my door. Not your door. Not your next door neighbor door. My door. So after that, everybody started like banging the door, taking turns.
Yo, give my bro back his phone. Yo, we want the phone. Just give us the phone and we will leave you alone.
So after like 2 hours of this going on, I got furious and I turned to her. You know what? Just give them back the phone. Give them back the phone. And I guess in her head, she was still stuck on the fact that I didn't do nothing. I didn't take no phone. what are you talking about? It's mad obvious. And the people on the opposite side of the door were also saying,
we know you stole the phone. You were with us and then you disappeared. We know you stole the phone.
yo, I've never been so pissed off. Basically, they took the fire extinguisher off the wall and used it as a battering ram. They took it and went like boom, 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 and you see the door just denting, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get jumped because of this chick, and she won't give them their phone, and I'm gonna die. And all you hear is, with the battering ram of a fire extinguisher, boom, boom,
Give us the phone.
boom, yo, boom. And I'm like, yo, sis. And they did that for almost 30 minutes, yelling, cursing outside of our door. And after that, they took that same fire extinguisher and they started spraying the fire extinguisher under the door. Under the door. The fire extinguisher starts as foam and then it turns into water. My whole room was flooded. Could swim in there. It was flooded. Backstroke in there. It was flooded. Then swim in there. It was flooded. Backstroke in there. It was flooded. Swim in there. Okay, alright. But yeah, it was flooded. And I like to keep my books underneath my bed because after I do my homework and whatnot, and I'm in the bed, I don't want to get out. I don't want to put it on my desk. That's halfway across the room. I just slide it under my bed. My $300 accounting book, dead. My $400 mathematics book, dead. All my books were soaked. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is the day. This is gonna be the day I die. So I call my mom, I tell her what's going on. I call my sisters, I tell them what's going on. I call my friends, I tell them what's going on. They tell me to call university police. I call the university police and they said that they're gonna send someone over. Cool. It was a while and still no university police. And I was like, they're not coming. So I had my roommate call and they said they're already sending somebody over to that location and just to be patient. So they left, looked out the peephole. At this point, they already blocked the peephole with like some paper or something. I don't know what it is. Not too long after, guess what happens? The school alarm goes off. It goes off. And when the alarm goes off, everybody has to evacuate the building. At this point, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And when they pull the alarm, everybody has to wake up and leave the building. All you hear is people saying, oh my gosh, this late. Because usually they don't have fire drills this late. So you could kind of hear everybody leaving the building. And I guess the basketball team that was at the door, they end up leaving too. But I was like, yo, this is their way of getting us out of the room. If they get us out of the room, that means they're able to beat us up. I remember one of the people outside of the door was like,
I know your roommate too is in there. Give us our phone. Give us our phone.
so they after me too. They knew I was in there. We had two choices. Either go out and get beat up or stay in and suffer the consequences. And guess what we did? We stayed in and suffer whatever consequences that's going to come after for staying in for a fire drill. Then not too long after, guess what happens? The same thing that's been happening all night. Boom, boom, boom. We can't see through the peephole because they blocked off the peephole with whatever paper that they found. I'm like, yo, who's that? Not again. I can't take no more of the bang, bang, banging of the door. And all we hear is UP, UP. And I'm like, yo, that's not. And me and her is at the door and we're like, yo, we know that ain't UP. We know you ain't UP. All of a sudden we hear a radio station. Like, you know, when you hear like the walkie-talkies where that officers like carry around. I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's really them. It's really them. We open the door is University Police. And they said, don't you hear the fire alarm going off? Why aren't you outside? We were like, there was a team of people outside our door to jump us. They're like, it doesn't matter. If you hear the fire alarm go off, leave. Do not stay in the building. It could have been a fire. We know it wasn't a fire because we know they were the ones who pulled the alarm to get us out the room so that they could jump us. And they was not having it. In my head, I was like, yo, don't they hear what I'm saying? They don't hear what I'm saying. So guess what happened next? They took me and my roommate in to the police station. And we had to stay there overnight. At the police station. Little old me, I didn't even do anything. And I'm sitting in the police station and I have to give a report and all of that. We were fined for not leaving the dorm room. That fine goes against your rooming experience. They kind of strike you for it. So yeah, me just in the room. So basically I was an accomplice, or I was a person that did not follow the school rules, or I broke the housing policy. But basically I was in trouble for it, and I forgot what I had to do. But yeah, they took it really serious. We got in trouble. The people that the phone belonged to, they were not held accountable. My roommate, when she gave her statement, she never told the truth. I don't know. All I know is that she never mentioned anything about a phone. People were outside her door trying to get her. I don't know what statement she gave, but I gave from what I told you. I gave my side of the story. But it didn't end there. Well, it sort of did, but didn't at the same time. After a week or so, my roommate would not leave the room. She had her best friend carry all of her groceries to the room. She skipped classes for a whole week because she was scared she was gonna get jumped. When I left the room, a lot of people were coming to me saying they heard I was crying. They heard I tried to jump out the window. They heard that I fought my roommate. They heard that I actually got jumped. Like, the rumors that went around the school was crazy. Crazy. That was my story time. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Do whatever you can to help support me. I would gladly appreciate whatever you do. Thank you, Uniquelys, for watching. And I'm Chani, Uniquely Shay, I should say. And see you next time.
Nobody know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way. Nobody know I act this way. Nobody know I feel this way. Nobody know I